In Ukraine, a full-scale war now defines daily life. The country lives under constant external military threat. Border areas face shelling, while cities further from the front adapt to sirens, missile alerts, and the presence of air defense systems. Against this backdrop, the state sustains large armed forces and relies on wartime mobilization. Even as the Constitution continues to guarantee personal liberty, the inviolability of the person and freedom of movement, with any restrictions meant to be exceptional and clearly defined by law. On the streets of Ukrainian cities, the situation is more complex. Alongside ordinary police patrols, residents encounter mobile teams from territorial recruitment centers, military enlistment offices that keep records and issue call-up notices. Joint patrols of recruitment officers and police stop men of conscription age, check documents, and may direct citizens to accompany them to enlistment offices for clarification of their status. Complaints about these practices are regularly reported by Ukrainian media, human rights organizations, and international observers. Video from eyewitnesses used as documentary material shows tense encounters between residents and representatives of recruitment centers and law enforcement agencies. Allegations include unlawful detention, pressure on citizens who try to film officials, and the use of physical force during checks or while escorting people to vehicles. In this environment, the line between lawful mobilization and potential violations of constitutional rights becomes blurred. Men of conscription age may change their routines, avoid certain districts, or limit time in public spaces, fearing a document check or being taken to an enlistment office without a clear written summons. Observers also describe cases in which recruitment vehicles stop on roads or sidewalks during detention attempts, raising questions about proportionality and safety. For many residents, this creates a form of dual pressure. On one side is the external threat of missile strikes and fighting in border regions. On the other is internal uncertainty about how state structures responsible for mobilization and public order will apply their powers inside the country. Institutions formally tasked with protecting citizens and safeguarding the rule of law appear in multiple reports as participants in situations where basic freedoms are restricted in practice. In these conditions, the contrast between declared constitutional guarantees and lived experience remains a central element of life inside Ukraine. The same documentary recordings that show air raid alarms and damaged infrastructure also capture detentions, arguments, and the use of force during mobilization activities. Together, these materials form a visual record of a society that faces external attack while negotiating, on its own streets, the shifting boundary between state authority and individual space in public life.
Машину! Пропустить машину! Говорю, пропустить машину! Применена физическая сила! Пропустить машину! Постанову покажи, вы никого забираете! Постанову, блядь! Бачите, блядь, твою мать! А чому ви не робите скандал? Тоже палець не за вас не походили! Открывились, блядь, суки тут, блядь! Ты не тут, блядь, вот так, блядь, Антон, блядь! Да в чому злий, да в чому?